once you're approaching like 1,900 kilometres, and she starts shaking. And once you hit Mark 2, she's like vibrating, like, but the glasses stayed on the tray table. It was all right. I heard that the Concorde was about to end, and it was basically going through its last few flights. Obviously, it's a supersonic plane that travels faster than the speed of sound, fastest commercial plane ever built. It was something that I thought I'd want to be part of and give it a try, and seeing it was ending, there wouldn't be another opportunity to go on it again. So I checked in, flight ready for 10:30, announcement, there's a problem with the plane. Okay, there's a problem with the plane. It takes approximately 4.5 hours to get to London from New York. So the plane flew to London, picked up spare parts, came back, second announcement, wrong spare part. Here we go through it again. Now, I was in the Concorde lounge. First of all, the flight itself was somewhere in the vicinity of $11,500 one way. So me being me, thought I better try and get the maximum benefit out of the cost of this ticket. So, as you do as a young fella, you start drinking, and after the first flight back with the spare part went wrong, they shut down the Concorde lounge and said we had to migrate to the first class lounge. And I said, listen, if I've got to slum it in first, then that's what I'm going to do. Pulled over an ice bucket, got my own bottle of champagne, and just sat there and proceeded to get drunk for the second time that day. At that stage it was a blur. The plane was going up and back to London, and we weren't having much luck, and I was actually quite afraid that we weren't even going to fly that day. So after 12 hours, basically drinking and eating for the whole day and getting drunk twice really, and sobering up, getting on the plane, what do? Well, I was actually going to stick to my game plan, get my money's worth, and I started drinking champagne. Now, I wasn't going to drink any other alcoholic beverages, but I basically buckled, and when I was offered the great, red from somewhere in Bordeaux and the white from somewhere else, I said, yes, we're here now, let's go, give me that one. Cognacs, well, we'll try the cognacs too. Long story short, 4 bottles of champagne later, barely standing, I managed to walk out, but yes, in a somewhat uneasy state.
Powerful, captivating, magnetic, enchant.
Hey guys, I'm Max. Welcome to my channel. We're going to learn how to fitness on a budget, create delicious food and enjoy a healthy work-life balance. I started gymming at a young age but didn't find a passion for it until later in life. And now as a full-time worker, man with a mortgage, the cost of training and trying to bulk is a costly hobby. To start the day, we're going to head to the market in the morning. Local produce markets offer the best value and it's a nice little adventure. Budget for today is $50.
Stacking money like 365. Cause this shit is real. Cause this shit is real.
If you're vegan, look away. And that's our food for the week.
Don't say you get money, boy, you been broke.
Now, as for training. The schedule is pretty simple. My routine rarely varies, but I do design it to work with my weekend and time off with my girlfriend.
I'ma take the team. We gon' be hot, hot like steam. I just got the
Chin up!
I just got the dreams. I know what you mean. It's all funny.
I'm not a pro, but I'm always trying to learn from everyone around me. When I'm at the gym, we train to the best of our abilities, being kind but strict on ourselves. Like and subscribe to take yourself to the max. Culvert. For optimum time.
I've never been to a wedding, so I can't imagine one with you. But we can catch the train together and see how we do. Florals and marzipan make me crazy too. I don't know you yet, but I'd like to. Cause I want you to hold me underwater till I start to drown. So even then, without my senses, I'll know up from down. Jewel, tell me you don't pity me. You don't have to worry for me. Jewel. Tell me you don't pity me. You don't have to worry for me, Jewel. Jewel, lay your body down for me. Look at what you've done for me, Jewel. Jewel, tell me.
Drowning, take my love and burn it down. Oh Lord, yes I'm drowning, drowning. Oh, my sorrows will be drowned. Oh Lord, well the night is free. You're not here with me, and all I want is you right now. Oh Lord, if the ocean took my baby,
My name's Ash and I've been doing calisthenics for 16 years now and I'm 19, so basically my whole life. So mum put me in Cali from a young age because she also did it. We went to one club and then she moved me to Chatty, and Chatty's just down the road from us, so it's always been just right there, and yeah, and then I've loved it ever since. I've always been like quite a reserved person, I'd say, but calisthenics is definitely where I feel the most able to express myself. I think because calisthenics is something that still isn't the most well-known sport, it's just like more special because you're all in this thing that you love to do. The mums as well are always involved, the coaches, everyone behind the scenes. But yeah, we all do it because we enjoy it and we love it, yeah. One of the downsides to calisthenics is it's like a full commitment. We train once a week, but our classes are very long, so they're about 3.5 hours because we have to fit in working on all the 6 routines. Sometimes you get home from class and you feel just exhausted and a bit drained. Sometimes you can be really self-critical and maybe feel like you're not good enough or compare yourself to others who are maybe better at something than you, and that can always be hard, but you just got to remember that you're your own special dancer. I still, even after doing calisthenics my whole life, I still get nervous every time going on stage, and it's kind of just inevitable. Like, I know it's going to happen and I know that that's normal, and I just use that as positive energy to express myself even more when you get out there and just use that energy to perform to your best. If you're considering joining calisthenics, I'd say hurry up. Calisthenics is great for anyone, whether you want to work on your strength, your confidence. It's so good for your confidence. Just having fun, getting some new friends. We just love it so much and we want to share that around. Everyone would always like remember that you do calisthenics because it's so special and unique.
Fast and slow.
2, 1, let's go!
I mean, officially, it began with an idea. I had this group of guys who were planning a bucks party, and so we had this plan, and it all seemed pretty straightforward, but a little bit too mundane, if you ask me. And as the guy with the most experience on bridal parties, I thought, I reckon I can add some excitement, some spice, if you will.
From what I could see, as the Carolina Reapers were entering the mouths of its unsuspecting victims, was pain.
When you first eat a Reaper, in a way, you become the Reaper. It takes over. You find yourself walking back and forth, pacing, and you're not stressed, you just don't know what else to do because you want to get out of your own skin because you're in agony, but you can't go anywhere, so you just walk backwards and forwards thinking, how am I going to survive the next 5 to 10 minutes? It's pretty obvious who had the worst time.
Jacob.
You came off the worst.
Well, Jacob's pride is being someone that isn't white.
You're a Filipino, and you talk to yourself up a lot with spices. It was quite satisfying.
Yeah, not many people threw up into the bin, so Jacob is also in that mix as well as shower guy, bin guy, vomit guy.
We could have had a mundane bucks party. We didn't. We had something special together. Those guys won't ever forget that. That bin, that floor, those places that have seen vomit that never saw it before, those memories will last.
So this year I'm participating in an event called the Ping Pongathon, which is an event where me and a bunch of my mates from church, we play ping pong for 24 hours straight. But it's for a good cause. We're not just doing it because we like ping pong. I actually don't like ping pong. I suck at ping pong. We're raising money to end slavery in our world today. Like, slavery, right? You don't think that's the thing that's happening today, but it does. The money that we raise goes to organizations out in Southeast Asia where they help and support and get people out of slavery and also help them just rebuild their lives after being in slavery. So come on down to Roval Babs, come play ping pong, and if you want, you can donate and help get people out of slavery. Now, there's some incentive to this. If we reach my goal of $500, I will wear a Hawaiian shirt and shorts and sunglasses for a month. I think that's pretty good incentive. I'm a big sook about the cold. Come on down, donate, get behind it.
Amanda Buckley has been performing for over 20 years for theatre, corporate and festival audiences, both in Australia and overseas, including at all the usual comedy and improv festivals. In 2010, Amanda was a part of the Aussie Improv Explosion, the first Australian troupe to perform at the Del Close Marathon in New York, as well as winning the prestigious Cranston Cup as 1/3 of Bavaria's Worst. Amanda has trained, performed and taught in Australia with Impro Australia, Impro Melbourne, Improv Theatre Sydney, The Big Hoo Ha Melbourne, Impromptunes and Spark. Internationally, Amanda has trained with Jason Chin, Jill Bernard and Joe Bill. Along with Jamie Burgess, Amanda created the Musical Improvisation Intensive Workshop, the Musical Toolkit, which they have led all across Australia and New Zealand. Notable show credits include Murder Village, The Saboteur, Return of the Secret Seven, and Eurovision. Amanda most recently has appeared in a series of sketches for Channel 10's The Project, and in the miniseries Fires for ABC TV. And coming up soon, Amanda will be starring in the Buckley Sessions on Channel 31 for RMIT TV.
Fast and slow, fast and slow, fast and slow, fast and
Freedom is the meal subscription service that offers meal choices based on your health goals. Looking to bulk up? Improve energy levels. Slim down? Improve sleep? Every month, you'll answer a short quiz to tell us where you're at on your health journey. Based on your answers, we'll show you a menu filled with meal options that meet you where you're at and help you to get to where you want to be, all while using only the freshest ingredients. Freedom, we're all about adding in the good stuff, not taking it away. The freedom to eat them, eat the carbs, sugars, fats and everything in between. Our meal subscription service will give you the portions and ingredients that'll fuel your body with everything it needs, while giving your taste buds and cravings their fix too. Try Freedom today. Use the link below with promo code EAT22 for a free 2-day trial.
My very first date ever was when I was 16. I was working in event and function organising for my local council, and it was at St Kilda Festival, which was actually kind of cool and romantic. Not that the date was any of the above, but like the situation was. I had met this guy through a friend on Snapchat, very like high school, and he was keen to catch up, and I just worked a double shift, so I was so stanky. I was dealing with like musicians all day, and there was like beer and people running around, and I was 16, and you know, it's St Kilda Festival, so lots of weed everywhere, and finally finish up, and he's just like kind of hovering in the corner waiting for me, and I sort of saunter over, and my friend's there, and then like her mutual friend of ours is also there, like to like almost be like our what would you call it, chaperones. They were like our chaperones for the date, and I had my first kiss that night on the beach. It was so wet, it was weird, it was not a nice kiss. I have so much regrets, but you know, childhood experiences. I was 16 when I had my first kiss. Yeah, I was old, sweet 16. Yeah, that was my first date. I then, like, we messaged, but I was at the time super busy doing performing arts school, so we never really like caught up until I went over to his place for a dinner with his family. And at the time I was like super vegetarian, almost vegan, and we didn't know each other well enough for him to know that. So they were making meatballs, and because I didn't want to tell them I wouldn't eat it, I just called my dad and said, "Can you come pick me up?" And I lied and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I have to go home. My dad's here." And my dad was like, "Oh yeah, she just called me out of the blue," and told them right there that I was just trying to run away. It was the worst. He had no subtlety. I'm like, ooh, that's awkward. Anyway, then we didn't really speak again after that. My bad.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like a rain in the flood, like the beat of my blood, like a never-ending night. The depths of you come calling, calling for me to fight, calling for me to fight.
So this was a couple months back now, and basically one night my friends and I decided very harmlessly to go and watch a movie all together. And the same night a Twilight movie marathon was happening, and so out the front of our theatre room there was a cardboard cutout of Edward Cullen. And my friends and I are, I guess, what some would call die-hard fans for Twilight. And it was, at first it was just a joke, but then my friend Emily and I kind of just out of like spur of the moment just took it and ran, and we found ourselves just running down the stairs of the theatre. Maybe a couple of days later, one of our friends gets sent a clip from a broadcasting channel, Sunrise, and it has the footage of us with our faces blurred out, basically claiming that we're these thieves that have stolen this cardboard cutout. And not gonna lie, I think we all panicked a lot in the moment because it became a bigger deal than we had realised. And you know, sooner or later days were going by and more articles were being released about how this precious vintage cardboard cutout of 11 years had been stolen from this iconic theatre and everything. And you know, we were like, oh, this is bigger than we thought it was going to be. As if our nation doesn't have more to cover in the world. Like, it was the pettiest thing, I thought. So what if it's vintage? Like, you clearly have nothing better to cover. I don't know. It just says a lot about a nation, honestly.
My name is Michael Wern. I play for Melbourne Tigers and I'm 26 years old. When I was 4, I was taken to a basketball court because I was just running around like a nutcase. I always had too much energy, and my parents and my auntie were just like, no, this kid needs something to do. He needs some sort of sport to release all that energy, and basketball was put in my hands quite early, and I never let go. So yeah, from literally the age of 4, I've been traveling down the sports of the basketball path of sport. First playing gig out of college was a small stint with Melbourne United. I was with them for about 3 months. Played a few games with them against college teams and practiced with them for a few months. And then straight after that was playing in the NBL 1 and since then I've been playing in that league. Yeah, so there's a few different businesses that I run or am involved in, one of them being Pro Basket Consulting. So I have plenty of clients playing in the NBL, NBL 1, all around the world that play basketball at a professional level, and I help them get from team to team, handle their contracts and help them out with negotiation, getting a bit more money and sorting out their housing and things like that. So there's a whole lot that goes into being an agent. It's not all glitz and glam, but yeah, it's a good job.
Freedom is the meal subscription service that offers meal choices based on your health goals. At Freedom, we're all about adding in the good stuff, not taking it away. The freedom to eat them. Eat the carbs, sugars, fats, and everything in between. Looking to bulk up? Improve energy levels, slim down, improve sleep? Our meal subscription service will give you the portions and ingredients that'll fuel your body with everything it needs, while giving your taste buds and cravings their fix too. Every month, you'll answer a short quiz to tell us where you're at on your health journey. Based on your answers, we'll show you a menu filled with meal options that meet you where you're at and help you to get to where you want to be, all while using only the freshest ingredients. Try Freedom today. Use the link below with promo code EAT22 for a free 2-day trial. Freedom is the meal subscription service that offers meal choices based on your health goals. Looking to bulk up? Improve energy levels, slim down, improve sleep? Every month, you'll answer a short quiz to tell us where you're at on your health journey. Based on your answers, we'll show you a menu filled with meal options that meet you where you're at and help you to get where you want to be, all while using only the freshest ingredients. At Freedom, we're all about adding in the good stuff, not taking it away. The freedom to eat them. Eat the carbs, sugars, fats, and everything in between. Our meal subscription service will give you the portions and ingredients that'll fuel your body with everything it needs, while giving your taste buds and cravings their fix too. Try Freedom today. Use the link below with the promo code EAT22 for a free 2-day trial.
Irresponsible and self-centered.
He's a bit of a glutton.
He has no discipline.
It's a bit sensitive, you know.
He likes being the centre of attention.
Never a thank you, so, you know, that's disappointing. I guess his mum never told him to say thank you.
And he likes to know what people are saying about him. So he wouldn't let me do this interview without him.
I reckon I've known Frank now for 10 years nearly.
My husband brought him home in the car in a plastic washing basket, and we all fell instantly in love with him.
And he never left. He stayed here, which is all right, you know, because we actually don't mind Frank.
He's an inside dog, and I work from home, so he's there all the time.
He's like family. He's a third son.
He wants to eat all the time. He eats anything. He's eaten sticks, plastic bags, he's eaten string, a school tie once, he's eaten bits of ceramic pots. There's nothing that he doesn't even try.
But to his credit, he does like to get out and about, get some exercise, he likes to get outdoors and meet others.
Most of what he does for himself. But he's also very loving and he likes to be with you. He likes companionship.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I've got 3 sons. And as I said, he's the youngest, and you're not supposed to have a favourite son, but you know, just quietly, I think he's my favourite son.
Mankind was built to wander the earth, to not only live in one place, but in many. Some living in forest, some living in mountains, some live on the ocean. To travel, to explore, to find, to feel, to live within nature and the whole world. To live with Laphroaig whiskey.
So my name is Hongwoo Wang. I'm a sophomore at Minerva University in San Francisco in the United States. I came here during the semester for studies, visiting some of my friends, and had some little fun during the semester. So my first impression of Melbourne is that it's very diverse. You can see people from different places in the world speaking their own languages all around the world. Especially there's tons of restaurants that I go to that will fulfill my taste for all exotic tastes, basically. So one of the big difficulties, I think, is that I'm not here. Usually I'm with my friends, with my cohort at the same place, but right now I'm by myself alone. So it's difficult to get in touch with them on like time difference and stuff, especially when we're taking classes. And also coming here, I haven't made much friends, haven't had built a lot of connections here. So I would say that probably that was kind of the little bit of difficulties that I've been encountering here. So one of the plans right now, I will start to do a little bit of training, a bit of study, kind of like work kind of thing, starting next week. It's going to be a little bit about my major, so I'm really looking forward to that, to learning more about the profession. Also, I had so much plans to do I'm gonna have a great time with my friends. We're all planning on going to see little penguins. We're gonna go on little train rides. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I hope to make the best out of the stay here, you know, those 3 months.
So what's one mistake you've made in your life that you've learned from?
That's a good question. Well, a few years back I was doing like high school theatre and stuff, you know, I was a real like theatre kid back in the day, and I let it overrun my friendships and connections socially with other people.
One time I was closing at work and I had to make sure I had a certain amount of money, and I had recently just got my TAB license, so I was new to like balancing and sorting out money, and I was $50 short somehow, and I didn't know why, and I was freaking out, and my manager came up and he had to find $50 to make up for the $50 I had somehow lost.
I really sort of got invested in, we've got to get this show done, we've got to get it all finished, and at the same time I sort of either was shutting out my friends or was being hostile towards them. So one thing I've learned in particular is to have a really good balance between your social and your work life, basically.
And what have you learned from this experience?
It's stuff like that can be fixed, and that I shouldn't really worry too much about it. It's $50, but it wasn't $1,000 or $100. So, and you know, some people will be willing to help you, even if it means taking out of their own tip jar.
Thank you for your time. What's your name, sorry?
Matt,
Nice to meet you. Thanks so much. What's your name, sorry?
Tony, it's short for skeleton.
Freedom is the meal subscription service that offers meal choices based on your health goals. Looking to bulk up? Improve energy levels? Slim down? Every month, you'll answer a short quiz to tell us where you're at on your health journey. Based on your answers, we'll show you a menu filled with meal options that meet you where you're at and help you to get to where you want to be, all while using only the freshest ingredients. At Freedom, we're all about adding in the good stuff, not taking it away. The freedom to eat them. Eat the carbs, sugars, fats, and everything in between. Our meal subscription service will give you the portions and ingredients that'll fuel your body with everything it needs, while giving your taste buds and cravings their fix too. Try Freedom today. Use the link below with promo code EAT22 for a free 2-day trial.
So my name's Lisa. I'm a registered nurse at the local hospital and I've been there since 1989. The last couple of years have been difficult, trying to balance doing surgeries in an environment where resources are tight. So having to ring people and say to them, I'm sorry, we have to cancel your surgery this week. Previously, we were able to do 12 cardiac surgery cases a week, and suddenly we were down to maybe 4 a week. I did my intensive care training at the Austin, which provides specialty surgery to liver transplant, spinal and cardiac surgery. After a few years of working as an intensive care nurse, you do lots of shift work, you do lots of night duty. That becomes a little tiresome, and an opportunity came up to do cardiac surgery hospital in the home. I do have some memorable moments from night duties that I could share with you. So one was a young gentleman who I'd looked after for 3 consecutive night duties, who then had been declared brain dead, and I had to take him to theatre to be an organ donor. That was really hard. It's lovely talking to the patients before their surgeries. So cardiac surgery patients come to the hospital on day of surgery. So there's lots of work in the lead up to that to get them ready for that. And it's nice to be able to meet people, try to allay their fears a little bit through education, through listening to them and asking, or finding out what they're most anxious about, or a little bit more about their life in the lead up to where I've met them. I still enjoy it, and cardiac surgery is still a passion for me. So.
Hey, are you on your way?
Yeah, I'm leaving now. I'm 15 minutes away.
I've been ready for ages. Hurry up.
I will.
For me, cooking is about getting ingredients, everything together, and nice fresh food, and technique, cooking technique, and share with food with a friend, and that's it. My name is Senoyo, so my job is the cook. When I was high school, my mom left some dumpling in the freezer, and I was trying to figure out how to cook. So I was calling my mom how to cook this. So she just told me, like, just boil them with some vinegar and some chili oil. And finally I made it. It's not too bad. It's good. It's better than nothing. It's nice food, nice hot. It's quite interesting after how to find the way to cook the dumpling. Is the way you by how to boil them. Like for me, it's like finally you figure out you done something you never done before. When I was working in the hotel and in China, it's like saw the dish comes out from the chef, and I grab it and saw the dish quite beautiful, nice. Don't understand what is in there, but look pretty. After that, I've been here in Australia, Melbourne. Like I went to the culinary cooking school. So you buy how to make the sauce, by how to make the, everything stock. It's like you cheap or something. You're happy about it. This and share with friend and nice dinner or lunch. It's about a memory, make memory. So that's why I love it to cook.
about roller skating is that it's not confined to one place. So I started at the rink, and then I did street skating, and now I've ended up at the park. I'd often skate past Fitzy Bowl because I was so intimidated by the crowd of people there. So I just have a glance and then keep going. I remembered where it was, and I would only skate when it was raining, which, if you're a skater, you know that's a death sentence. That's so dangerous and probably the worst thing you could do. But I was so scared to be in that space with those people that I would rather risk an injury than have to break into that space. And I used to go to skate parks with the approach of like, oh, I'll just go and I'll make sure that I don't get in anyone's way. And I'd literally say to these guys, let me know if I'm in your way. Instead of taking up space and acknowledging that we're equal and I can use this park just as much as they can.
Yeah.
And part of me still does that today, but I'm trying to work on it. But it suggests that I'm not as deserving as he is to use this place and of this space.
And I reckon the little kids learn that from the old ones.
Yeah, definitely.
They look up to the older boys who aren't really setting an example.
I'm waiting to roll in, I'm there, and someone else will just cut it.
Like on the bedroom crying. So
Oh, hi, Till. We've just stopped and Mum and I wanted to give you a call and have a chat and catch up. But I hope you and Ollie are good and that you're getting your phone sorted.
Yes, and I love you, darling, and I'm so sorry about the muck-up, but that was such a lovely, lovely thought. I can't wait to see you and have a big hug. Lots of love.
Freedom is the meal subscription service that offers meal choices based on your health goals. Looking to bulk up? Improve energy levels, slim down, improve sleep? Every month, you'll answer a short quiz to tell us where you're at on your health journey. Based on your answers, we'll show you a menu filled with meal options that meet you where you're at and help you to get to where you want to be, all while using only the freshest ingredients. At Freedom, we're all about adding in the good stuff, not taking it away. The freedom to eat them. Eat the carbs, sugars, fats, and everything in between. Our meal subscription service will give you the portions and ingredients that'll fuel your body with everything it needs, while giving your taste buds and cravings their fix too. Try Freedom today. Use the link below with promo code EAT22 for a free 2-day trial.
So, I am defining what it means to be youthful.
Okay. When I think about youth, I think about the idea of self-discovery.
You kind of hear every day, especially from those older than you, that your youth is a time, a period of your life to discover yourself. And that's definitely true. I feel like it also is a time to find comfort in confusion.
Yeah, I mean, you go through so much change over such a short period of time, really. When you're young, you have all this optimism and you see the world as a place of opportunity, I guess.
One of the things I find so inspirational from younger people is their capacity to love unconditionally and their capacity to live freely. As you age, the world and your own life becomes a lot more complicated. But I believe that there's a lot of beauty in that complexity.
Smoking my lungs, I won't disguise this place. Sound travels through me as I twist on my face.